Welcome to the Crack of Dawn. It's Dawn Lombardi and Christina Pervak here. We are painting pumpkins. Obviously it doesn't really matter how great you paint because we're painting pumpkins. So it can't be, anything different than doing a Christmas tree. It's still going to be a Christmas tree. So far we have these gorgeous, what we did is we took a spray paint can from Walmart. About $5-6. I used oil-based because if it rains outside, your pumpkin is going to, it's not going to drip all over the place. If you use latex, it's going to drip everywhere. So I used oil-based. So also, I bought these stencils at Walmart. And, the different stencils, you can buy them. One's a flower. You can kind of see what I'm going at here a little bit. They're just the normal stencils that you would get at Walmart. One looks like a wreath. And you put them up against the pumpkin and you spray the white paint and you get whatever design you can. And then what you do is you go around and you have your kids kind of embellish, what's around all the stencils that you've already painted. So we've got a, huge plethora of pumpkins here. And we have one that looks like a little bit of Andy Warhol. Christina's doing a little ghost on hers. When you put out your pumpkins for Halloween, you'll have orange, but then you might have one of these mixed in. Mine's looking like a little Lily Pulitzer. But we were also thinking, Christine and I, is if you were having a party for Halloween, you could get a mini pumpkin for each guest. Mm-hmm. And she's a chef, so she can make a little squash soup that goes into each guest's pumpkin. And how would you go about making that? Say, let's do the cheat way, just so you can, get that together quick. Or not the cheat way.
Well, like we talked about before.
A little sugar pumpkin, right?
Yeah. So, I would take the top off, scoop the seeds out, leave some of the pulp, put something like butternut squash soup in it, or, turkey chili I like to make, and bake it. And then while that's being done, you could scoop out, cut the top off the mini pumpkins, scoop everything out of there, and you could have that as a little serving dish to serve your soup or chili.
And that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought to myself, she's really good at serving and having hostess dinners, and especially living at the Hillstead Museum. I would love to be able to cook like that, but I would love to be able to have guests over and have a painting party like this, where everybody paints pumpkins, but also in the kitchen, everybody learns how to do a mini kind of, what would you call it, like a soup baguette kind of thing? You could
Sure,
put some little,
yes. Mm-hmm.
And you could make a meal out of it, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I don't know what a mini sugar pumpkin costs, and I don't know how great they taste, but like she said, it's a great little serving idea, and you could do a painting party at your kitchen table or at your dining room table like this, and then have a mini cooking thing in the other room. I don't know about you, but Christina likes to host parties, and I used to, I don't anymore, but I used to, when I had say a Christmas party, I would have a nail girl come, and I'd put her in the living room, and then I'd have a facial girl, and I'd put her in the other room. And people paid, so it wasn't like I paid for it all. But instead of having a party with just food and drinks, I would have one lady do nails in one room and one lady do facials in the other room, and then people could pay for it. And, it made my party look much better, and it's kind of fun to do. But you've been hosting parties for a long time.
Oh, I love dinner parties. Yeah. I love to host.
Yeah. And what's your favorite to host? Would you say a dinner, a brunch, dinner, brunch, breakfast?
Actually,
brunch? What's
both.
your favorite? Really?
Both, yeah.
Both?
Breakfasts, brunches, lunches, dinners, you name it.
Yeah.
As long as I'm in the kitchen, I'm happy.
Yeah. And it's always been that way? Did your mom teach you that?
Yes.
Did your mom
And my grandfather, yes.
And your grandfather?
He
Really?
loved to cook. Yeah, he only lived like 5 houses down the opposite side of the street. And I used to go help him cook. We always at 12 o'clock sharp had Sunday dinner where all the whole family, cousins, aunts, uncles would gather around the table, and we're Polish. So we had that Polish tradition. And yeah.
And everybody knew how to cook pretty much?
Yeah.
Was your mom Polish too?
Nope, she's French from Maine.
Isn't that funny? But the people that cooked the best were the Polish family.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So can you make like, I don't know, they're called like golumkis, which are...
Oh, yeah. Golumpkis, pierogies.
And that's
kielbasa
like
and
pasta
salsa.
for like Italians would say it's like spaghetti would be
dough.
like golumkis. Like
It'd be like you're talking about pierogies or golumpkis?
pierogies are like pasta, right, in Italian?
No, I mean,
maybe
it's
not.
more, they're stuffed with different fillings like we
Would you
use.
call it a potato dish or would you call it a
Nope.
meat dish?
No, it would be like we could make it vegetarian. We stuff it with like farmer's cheese, sauerkraut, you can stuff it really with anything you want.
And who taught you how to make them? Your grandfather?
My grandparents. They used to walk down during the holidays. We used to roll the dough, cut it with like a glass like this, and make them, stuff them, boil them, and then fry them, and then bake them.
Is it a big process to make pierogies?
It is.
Oh, it is. Okay. It is.
It's a
It
big.
is.
Yeah,
It is.
It takes
It
a lot
is.
of time. Very time
Is it?
consuming.
And it starts with like flour and dough and stuff like.
Yeah.
Okay. And potatoes? Yeah. Yes.
You could stuff it with potato. Yeah, I've done cheddar potatoes before.
Yeah. And what's another Polish dish that's really popular?
The kielbasa and sauerkraut.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Tony likes to do that. Even though we're
babka.
Italian. Yeah.
roly-poly in New Britain is
I know.
excellent.
But
I
do
love
you
it
eat
there.
fish out of a jar?
No,
You don't. Okay.
unless it's tuna fish.
Who does the fish out of the jar? Do you have to be super Polish to do the fish out
Well,
of?
that pickled herring.
Okay, right.
Like
Where
really
it has the
popular.
eyes in it. Yeah,
And the
yeah.
pickled pig's feet. My grandfather used to love eating it.
And how do they serve that? They just eat it like a pickle?
Yeah.
Like a pickle.
Yeah, like
like
you
a
would
side.
just put it on a plate and you just gnaw
It's like
around
a side?
the bone.
Yeah,
It's
okay. I don't do that either.
like that.
No, I don't like it either. But it's funny because it's like people do. Mine is looking really cute. I'm looking like Gloria Vanderbilt. Like, look at that. It's like so, I'm adding black. It looks so cute. I'm having fun here. Aren't you having fun? This is so fun.
I love painting.
And I was telling you, I know, we have so much fun hanging out. And, you know, I just love going to her property. I just can't believe how beautiful it is. There was a wedding there the other night. I was dying to see that bride.
Yeah.
Well, I could tell by the guests and I could tell by the, I could tell by the whole decor that this was a classy bride just because everything looked perfect. And she did not pick the gold chairs and she did not pick the white chairs. She picked the color of this. You can't see it. Anyway,
Wood? Like a wood?
she picked wood chairs, which is very odd because usually people like at the Hillstead, especially, I can't remember, Heather would know because it's like anybody that entertains, you would know. Anybody that entertains knows the word for the kind of chairs I'm talking about, but usually they're in either gold or white, and I've never seen them brown. And so she had the brown chairs, and like all the guests looked like super spectacular, beautiful. And I was like, "Where's the bride?" And I didn't get to see her.
You didn't get to see
I like to see the bride because it's like it's a big showdown. Plus, it was freezing.
It
You know, 'cause
was.
you don't know what's going on when you get married in the fall. Did you got married in the summer, right?
June.
Yep. June 30th, was it?
June 6th.
Oh, that's a good date. Yeah. And she can recreate it at the Hillstead, even though it wasn't at the Hillstead. I mean, oh my God. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what it would cost. I mean, my wedding wasn't, I don't think mine was a ton. I'm not sure. I mean, I have friends that have had $300,000 weddings, $1 million weddings. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
You can't get mad at people. A lot of people have a lot of parents that pay for it. They know a lot of people. I mean, it's not my situation, but I could see where parents are going to be like, okay, well, we need to have these people. They're clients of ours and blah, blah, blah. They're friends. And
Yeah.
half the reason why we have money and we're be able to put this thing together for you is because of these friends. So my parents had like a few of their friends, but I wouldn't say that my wedding was made up entirely of my parents' friends, which was nice.
Nice.
Yeah. What about your wedding? Small?
It was small because, this is Dave's second marriage.
Yep.
And so he didn't want to invite.
How many people? Like 50, 100?
No, like I think there was 98.
Oh yeah, that was mine. Yeah, mine was 96. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's normal. You're able to talk to everybody, see everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a good day.
So we've got Rich is directing tonight. He is behind the cameras right now, and I said to Rich, you are coming out and you're painting a pumpkin. And like, we have a pumpkin for him, but we might have run out. So if he runs over here, he's just gonna have to embellish on what we have. But Rich, I said to him, he's such a good director at Nutmeg TV. I was like, Rich, drop the camera. He's like, how am I gonna drop the camera? Dawn, I'm the director. I'm like, who cares? Drop the camera, put it on angle, whatever you call it. Put it on angle.
Yeah.
Sounds like I know what I'm doing. But put it on an angle and then come paint with us. And then he's going to bring one home for him. And I mean, these are different pumpkins. You know, mine looks like a Lily Pulitzer. Of course, we're getting paint everywhere. But let me tell you right now, when you're buying paint like this, I mean, Nutmeg TV is somewhere I support and I love and I love. So I would never leave it in stray. But when we leave here tonight, we will be scrubbing this off, and it is waterproof paint. And the doctor here is in. The doctor is here. Rich is not. I can't believe it. Rich is here. It's the doctor. Oh God.
It's like a breath of fresh
Okay.
air.
Oh, we love it. Now Christina knows Rich. We all know Rich.
Yeah.
Now, if you're watching right now, and
I
you've
don't know how
got.
to paint.
He doesn't, we don't even care. Now, I got married in 1999. I'm still married. If I was divorced, I really wouldn't want repeats of my wedding. But if you have an 8-track of your wedding and you want Rich to put it on, I mean, is a CD old?
DVD. Yeah.
DVD is the new thing? Okay, so if you have your wedding, it's on some junky old thing, Rich will transform any of your pictures. If you have grandkids and you have videos that are from ages ago, you don't know what to do with them, he'll put them all in a video for Christmas, and you've got it all ready.
We do that.
Right.
Do it all here. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like... It's
All on
just
the premises, right?
all right here. So, I mean, if
All
you're
that right
thinking
here.
like a great... Yeah, if you're thinking like, oh, God, I'm 65 years old, I have grandkids, I have a couple little photos, a couple little videos of my grandkids running around. Rich can put it all into a video for Christmas. It's cheap, even if it's
Makes a great
expensive, who
gift.
cares? It
does.
makes
I
a
didn't
great
know that.
gift. So we're going to hand over Rich to the Lily Pulitzer. He's just going to get some flowers.
Hey, where are the numbers?
So there's no numbers. Rich,
Can't find them.
can't believe it.
Numbers.
Now, Rich, how long have you been working at Nutmeg as a director for?
Probably
Giving him the small
5 or 6
brush.
years now.
5 or 6 years.
This is like part-time job.
Right. So he works at Wesleyan University. Anybody that knows that? Now, who went there? Bill Belichick, right?
I believe so.
Bill Belichick. So are they good at sports there?
Somebody said there was like a statue of him there, but I'm like, I never saw the statue.
I've never. Now, do you think it's a good sports school? I
think so. Yeah.
Okay, good
Yeah,
sports.
yeah, good sports school.
Do you think
Yeah.
it's
The
Division
Cardinals.
One?
They're the Cardinals.
Cardinals. Okay. Do you think it's like the Division One?
I'm not sure about
I
that.
know.
I hear them outside in the field sometimes
Okay.
doing their sports.
But I'm thinking if Bill Belichick went there, it's got to be D1 sports.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I don't know. Now, does your family go crazy for Halloween or not so much?
Not so
Just
much.
grabbing a pumpkin.
Not so much. I have a friend who like
Goes crazy.
goes crazy.
Yeah,
He's
some people
actually
do.
Dracula. He plays Dracula at the
At the
trail in Wallingford. Yeah.
Oh, neat.
and he looks scary, right?
He looks
For
good.
sure.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got like
yeah, yeah.
he does like the fangs and like the cape.
Some people get into it.
His whole family does it.
I mean, I get a little bit nervous these days because I just think people are crazy. It's like, I don't want to be bothered with this whole, looking crazy. But it's like, these are coming out great. And you know what? They're getting a little tacky, I have to say. They started out very Martha Stewart because that's the way I was going. And we ended up doing the, we're not going Martha Stewart anymore. It's not. It's just crumbling and having a ball, and we're having a ball. Mine is looking more like a Wassily Kandinsky. And Christina was saying hers is more like a Lily Pulitzer, which is fantastic. So like when you put out your pumpkins, have a little party with your kids. Have a little party with your 23-year-old teenagers. If your kids are 21, get some drinks. Get involved. Don't let them go out to bars. Have them stay at home.
So like, did you
Have
ever
the drinks.
Did you ever do the pumpkin seeds and all that?
I don't like eating them, but I do like a lot of salt. Yeah, I like the salt. Christina probably knows how to do a good pumpkin seed.
I
Air
just made
fryer.
some air fryer. I made it
Air
in the
fryer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now, did you get them out of your own pumpkin? The seeds?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
I had a big pumpkin. I carved it, put a candle in it, and I took the seeds and I air
And I'll
fried it.
tell you, do you have an air fryer, Rich?
I think we do actually. Yeah.
It's not a bad
I
idea.
don't really cook. My wife cooks, but yeah.
Yeah, she cooks great. She cooks great. She cooks great. I'm getting there. I mean, if you don't be bothered. I mean, I was saying to someone the other day, like, all I do is I say to the kids, I'm at Chick-fil-A, I'm at McDonald's, I'm at Wendy's, what do you want? Sounds awful, but it saves me a ton of money. It's like I don't know what would be cheaper to, you know?
Right.
But then again, we went and got pizza the other night, and I mean, that was like at least $60 just to get pizza, wings, and, you know, for 5 people. It's expensive.
Where'd you go for that?
Usually we do Oli's, but only because they have the wings. But I'm sure Kurt has fantastic wings at Naples. It's just Naples is usually known for, well, for us anyway, we love their pizza.
Yes.
And then my kids, I don't know, J. Timothy's we haven't gone to in a ton of time because we miss the wait staff there. I've been going to First and Last. I like it there. What about in Canton? You guys have a couple places. Do you still have the Crown and Hammer?
Yes.
Okay, same.
And
It's
they're
all,
gonna have. You know what they have every year?
Crown and Hammer is a great place to go.
This is different. No,
You're breathing on each
the,
other. Sorry, you are.
The Collinsville Halloween parade is coming up.
Oh God,
Oh.
The whole town.
that's a ball. Because Collinsville is very small.
Yeah. Like
Very
everybody
small.
in town comes out. They dress up in
like
costume.
Thriller.
It's like they go around the block in costume.
What about food? You need food and
family,
drinks.
Kids, well,
What's
all
open?
the kids. Well, LaSalle's probably is open.
Okay, they have a bar. Yeah, they got good. Yeah.
But like the whole town comes out, and the pets are in costume.
Oh
the
my
kids are in
God.
costume.
When is it? Oh, I love my pumpkin. I love my pumpkin. It's so
Friday,
pretty.
the 28th.
Okay. Okay, I like that. I
Like,
love these.
The
These
whole
are going to look
downtown
good.
is like crowded with people. So I'm gonna.
It is?
I might go down with my video camera.
You know what? What about drone? Bring the drone.
Your Saturday. I forget.
I love my pumpkin. I'm taking this. Nobody can take mine. I think mine's rotten on the bottom too. I think maybe that's why the Aldi pumpkins are $3.99.
So like, do you carve this now?
I don't think so.
I'd be afraid to like, carve this.
But I love mine. Don't you love yours? Just mixed in with all the pumpkin. It's like mine is kind of odd. So we got to talk about Nutmeg TV a little bit more because Joni's going to love it. So we love working here. Joni, everybody here. It's just we love it here. It's amazing. Not many other TV stations around here either, right? I mean, other than
like, the news.
big news ones, yeah. There's not, right?
But this is your local community.
Yeah. And how many shows do we have? I would say like 60, 62, 60.
Courage? I'm not sure about that exactly. But
Yeah, okay.
There are quite a
Seems
few.
that-
All
yeah.
the producers get their picture on the wall.
Yeah. We love it.
Yeah. So
And it's in a great space. And it's always been, I mean, where was the location before though? I remember going somewhere else.
it was in Plainville.
That's right. I like the
don't
location
think
better.
That was ever there. It was before me.
Right. Right. And it looks like everybody from here that's like moved on is doing great. You know, I hear a little bit.
Joni told me that Plainville one was haunted. Speaking of Halloween, so
I love
she said there was- I
Joni.
think she said there was a ghost or something.
We love Joni. Joni owns the thing here. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about success. Everybody gets so funny about it. It's like, you know what? If you really want to, it's like Joni. Like I read about Britney Spears today and I was so excited about her. And my mother said, do you really like Britney Spears? And I said, well, you know, I'm a little bit too old for her, but yes, I do.
You have a new book coming out.
Yes, I do like Britney Spears. So I do. I think it's a great thing. It's like somebody that works really hard.
Was she the one with the knives the other, like a couple weeks ago? She was out like some knives in
Yes.
the kitchen or something.
Yes.
And they were all, like freaking out like she was going to hurt herself.
Yes. But she's just great. She started out young. I mean, who cares if she's my style or anybody else's? I just loved
I
her.
remember that guy like years ago. He was on YouTube and he was like, "Leave Britney alone. Leave."
Yes, free Britney.
Free Britney.
Free Britney. But I mean, she's very, she's too young for my age, so I don't really know. But I do know that, yeah, I just think she had a lot of talent. I liked her. And like Madonna's kind of performing in it now and want some more paint. Okay, mine is getting like very,
Don is that retirement age.
very done. Mine is like, these are fun because you could put this on a dress and you could wear it. Like here's my new prom dress. I mean,
This one, but
I'm putting a little black in mine. And so, Rich, how long have you been at Nutmeg for?
I actually worked full time for a couple of years, but now part time. 5 or 6 years total.
How about Wesleyan University?
Believe it or not, 5 years. I just hit my 5th year. I cannot believe it. Yeah. I was like, what?
No, it's forever.
Yeah, it seems like.
I don't know. I love Middletown. I always liked it. My favorite place is Eli Cannon's. I know it's like it's a disaster, but I like it. They always had like 50, well, I never drank beer at the time either, but now I do. But I liked, they had like 50,000 beers on tap. I think they had a little kind of garden place,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what else is in Middletown. Forbidden City is supposed to be really good.
Okay, that's like on Main Street.
Yeah, and it's Asian food, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I mean, Christina knows how to cook all that stuff.
I think we've had a few students shoot their films there, actually.
Oh, really? Yeah. Luce, Luce. I don't know if that's still there. Is that still there?
That's still there.
Tuscany Grill, maybe?
Yep.
That's a good one.
Have you been there, Christina? Yeah,
we used to
I
go all the
loved
time,
it
yeah.
there. Remember, it had the second floor?
Yep.
Yeah, we loved it.
It was such good food.
Tony and I were just married. Like, literally, we loved it. And I mean, that's what you spend your food on when you don't have kids.
Yeah.
You're like, let's go out. Yeah, let's go out.
Yeah.
You just don't even care. These
I
are
hold this
looking
up?
gorgeous. I love it. I love mine.
Mm-hmm.
I love mine too. Okay, mine's very, mine's rotting on the bottom. I can tell. So $3.99 Aldi. Thank you so much. It's even going through the
kinda
table.
good. That's around. That's
Mine looks really good, and mine doesn't have a stem. A lot of people get mad if you don't have a stem.
Yeah, you can have a stem.
But if you mix these in with whatever pumpkins you have on your lawn, you've got the orange ones, and then you've got these scary ones, and they're kind of fun. Yeah, it's a bat and a ghost and another ghost. But they're very fun. I mean, I thought these were great. I mean, you can go total Martha Stewart with this and be picky with your guests, or, you can be the guest that nobody's going to like you because you're too perfect. So remember, when you're using stencils and your friend is like, oh, I messed it up, you can't say, oh, you got to start over. Here's another pumpkin. You know what? Forget it. Not everybody is perfect like you. Not everybody is Martha Stewart. We tried our best. We tried to spray paint it on. I tried to do it for you. This is the way, we tried.
Yeah.
But not everybody can be the perfect decorator. I'm not. So, you know what? Don't worry if this whole thing fails you, because mine did. We had a ball. I mean, didn't you think it was a blast?
Yeah, this is
I mean, one of my favorite ones are like these two. I'm getting the Gloria Vanderbilt, Andrew, what's Anderson Cooper vibe here? I'm getting the Gloria Vanderbilt, Anderson Cooper vibe here. But again, don't feel awful if you're going to have a party and you're worried about everybody thinking if it's perfect, because who cares? I mean, I've got it all over my hands. Nobody cares. You can also, if you're a really good guest and you don't want people ruining their outfits, you can plan ahead and
you
say,
mean like this?
yeah, like Dr. Rich. So you could say, okay, I'm going to have aprons for everybody. Or, I'm going to cut out some trash bags. And then that way your friends don't have to say, oh, you ruined my, Gucci pants. But there's a million ways to skin a cat. And this is one of the ways to do it. It's a lot of fun. We had a great time here. Didn't you think it was fun? I mean, I loved it.
I got to check the clock.
Go check the clock, Dr. Rich, because we might be out of time, but we're keep going. Rich, I love it. Now, he did kind of a Lily Pulitzer, Martha Stewart, whimsical, very good design here. Now, since I don't have I'm not hooked up into anything, so I'm coming right over. Okay, so this was Rich's. I'll show you right here. Oh, whoops, I'm at the wrong camera. Okay, here we go. So this was Rich's. So it's kind of a Lily Pulitzer vibe going in, Very nice. Don't worry if your guests don't do it perfect. Nobody cares. Just going to back up a bit. But, I mean, the whole thing is going to go on your doorstep. It's going to look beautiful. I mean, let me show you a couple more before I'm going to show you Christina's next. Now, like hers, we started with stars. I mean, very pretty. Okay, hold on. So Christina's, we had some stars on hers, okay? So we had a couple stars that we started with. But again, when you have your guests over, you're not going to say, oh, you're not doing it right. You know what? Everybody's going to want to leave your party. They're going to say, you know what? Forget it. This lady stinks. We want to leave. This is not fun anymore. So what you want to do is just have fun and have your guests over and let them paint their pumpkin. And then you can have Christina serve you a soup in your own little bowl. And she'll do that on the next episode. But until then, I mean, Rich, what do we have for time? I would say we have a couple minutes left. But I mean, again, don't worry about what your guests look like, or don't worry about what you're doing. Don't worry about if you can't do the perfect party. Have fun and happy Halloween. Right, Christina?
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Bye-bye.
Sometimes life just happens. Don't worry. Farmington Motorsports will get you back on the road and at a fair price. From towing to tires, emissions to transmissions.
Our ASC certified techs do it all.
Farmington Motorsports is a family-run business. We're a Napa Auto Center and AAA approved. We work on all makes and models from preventative maintenance to major repairs.
And every repair is backed by our 2-year, 24,000-mile nationwide warranty.
When life happens to you, don't worry. Farmington Motorsports.
I'm your host, Kurt Barwis. Today, I have a very special guest, Dr. Andrew Lynn.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Veterans Corner. My name's Chuck Wooden.
Decision for ourselves for this week if we want to be made well.
Hi, welcome to the crack of dawn. It's Dawn Lombardi. I'm starting the painting. It's going to be the clips with some water. Love it.
He took me on the sets of Lost in Space, Batman.
Everybody has a story. What's yours? Until next time,